In story mode, you're playing the game for fun. Work together to solve the crime and play the story you want to see.
Any cars in the vicinity of 535 Meeker, 1031, possible hostage situation. Extreme caution advised. Suspect description matches the trapper.
You ready for this?
Of course I'm ready.
Nice and easy. Textbook college. What's the play?
Vote for choices by moving your pointer inside the box.
I'm thinking we walk right through the front door. Catch him off guard.
Got it. Keep the lights on. Please!
Sweeping the side room.
Got it.
Search for the clues shown at the top of the screen. Use your pointer to highlight the clues before the timer runs out. Some of these clues could help you in the future, so try to find them all.
It's really him.
On my way. Hands up! Hands up now!
To shoot, move your pointer onto the target. Think before you shoot. You do not have to open fire.
Hands behind your head, no sudden moves.
Oh my god.
The hunt for the Trapper came to a dramatic end tonight as police from the 3rd Precinct arrested their primary suspect, Jonathan Finn. Finn is wanted in connection with a string of grisly murders that has gripped the city and claimed the lives of first response police officers. More on this story as it develops.
Ladies and gentlemen, the accused, Jonathan Finn, is guilty. Of that, there's no doubt. Your job is simply to determine how he is punished. This man, the so-called Trapper Killer, has terrorized our community with his brutal murder spree, booby-trapping his victims so our brave first responders became victims themselves. One such hero was Officer Tom Nelson, who died as he and his partner were making the arrest that brought us here today. Jonathan Finn has confessed to every single one of these crimes. Why? Because he hopes you will see him as a man, a fellow human being. But this is only another one of the Trapper's clever ploys. We cannot trust this man. He has a deceitful, twisted, villainous mind, and nothing he says or does will ever change that. I therefore recommend punishment to the full extent of the law, no less than the death penalty. Thank you.
Jonathan Finn, for the crimes for which you have been found guilty, I hereby sentence you to death by lethal injection. This court is adjourned.
Tap the logbook button on your app to read plot updates, view character biographies, and check the major ripple events affecting your story.
I am Ray Weaver, and this is The Crawl. Let's kick it off tonight with our very own homegrown villain, Johnny Finn, the Trapper. Sucker's been on death row for 5 whole years. Mr. Trapper's only got 48 hours left on our big blue marble, so I thought, hey, did you know one of the victims? Phones are open. Caller 1, you're on.
Hey, so, well, yeah, man, I mean, in my point of view, like, they can't fry this son of a bitch hard enough, you know? So he got messed up as a kid. That's no excuse to take it out on our finest boys in blue.
I hear you, but it ain't like our cops got the finest reputation, you know? Look at Marnie, for one. Promotion to homicide, medal, the works. This gal's on top of the world, and guess what? Turns out she's dirtier than the rest of us down here in the mud. Mishandling evidence, improper conduct, who knows what else?
Damn. Guess you never know who's one of the good ones.
Good morning, everyone. Caught another pair of John Does this weekend. We're quickly racking up red names on this board, and I gotta tell you, unsolved cases don't exactly uphold the reputation we've built here at this precinct.
Just put Marnie the Magician on the case. I hear she's got a knack for making things disappear.
Son of a bitch.
Detective Calvary, pretend you didn't just say that. You're dismissed.
Hey. Don't let Calvary get to you. Ever since he got internal affairs eyes on you, he acts like some kind of moral crusader.
At this point, I just tune him out.
Seriously. You doing all right?
I'd be doing a lot better if Calvary would take a short walk off a tall building.
I would keep your distance until all this inquiry bullshit blows over. Don't throw IA any bones.
Yeah.
Detective Marnie, can we have a word in my office? Look, Marnie, I'm not supposed to comment on an ongoing internal affairs investigation, but if it starts affecting my best detective...
I'm sorry, sir.
Hey, don't apologize. You're a good cop. I have no doubt you didn't do anything to compromise the crime scene intentionally. The facts will speak for themselves.
Thank you for believing in me, sir.
You know, it sometimes feels like we don't have a choice in these things, but you do. You got me?
Yes, of course.
I want to believe that. But I know the trapper's set for execution in 48 hours. It's a heavy load. Knowing you sent someone to death row, I don't want you to be distracted.
I'd put him there again. Only next time, I'd make sure he didn't take my partner with him.
Officer Nelson's death was not in vain.
His death was my fault. My mess. Maybe once the trapper's pushing daisies, I can finally get a good night's sleep.
You will.
Got your message. Heading to see your client now.
Sorry I couldn't make it back to town.
I'm not crazy about meeting Finn without his attorney present.
I know. Thank you for talking to him so quickly.
Well, he doesn't have much time left, does he?
No, he doesn't.
You want to give me a little preview?
It can be kind of a tough nut to crack. Be strategic.
Great. Any tips?
You need to get him to talk about Adam Jones.
Who's Adam Jones?
Better you hear it from him. You got a plan?
I know how to get what I need. Call you after. Your attorney says you've got something you want to share with me? You've got 5 minutes. Piss around and I'm out of here.
Miss Graves, I did not kill anybody. I used to blame God for what happened.
At Las Palmas? The orphanage?
We were just kids. We trusted them. But I've forgiven them now. God teaches us to forgive.
You can't forgive your abusers once you've put them in the ground. Forgiveness doesn't work like that.
I didn't kill anyone!
Finn, calm down.
Calm? I'm about to fucking die! And nobody will know the truth.
What do you mean? What truth?
I'm gonna die a liar. A dirty, sinning liar.
Truth about what?
The confession, the murders, everything!
Oh, so now you didn't kill them? The chaplain, the orderly? Then who did? I'm sorry, Finn, but your time is up.
Wait, please, Miss Graves.
We're done.
It was Adam. Adam Jones. From the orphanage.
I'm listening.
He was my friend. Went through the same hell as me. He killed them. It was Adam, not me.
You know what I think?
What?
I think you just realized you're running out of road, so you're buying yourself a little extra asphalt.
No. No.
You come up with a nifty little nobody to take your seat on the stainless steel ride. But there's only one problem.
What's that?
He doesn't exist.
He exists.
Where is he?
Adam escaped, and I found drugs. I was high from the moment I got out of there. And a couple of years later, a couple of centuries, hell if I know, Adam tracks me down online. And he keeps writing me and bringing up all that old shit from the orphanage. He says he knows exactly how to make him pay. So we made an arrangement. I rat myself out, I take the heat off him, spend a couple of months in the clink, and then wham! Trapper strikes again. Can't be me, 'cause I'm in here. Makes sense, right?
Pretty convenient.
Convenient? Convenient is Father Raminsky running an orphanage. Fox in a henhouse. You have no idea what it was like in there. The playroom. Well, that's what he called it, but I think he was the only one who was having any fun in there. Cops never found it?
No.
Well, you can go see for yourself.
I'm not even sure if the orphanage is still standing. So where is he?
Adam? Now? No idea.
How can we find him? Gotta start someplace.
I got a place.
Where?
It's not, It's better if I draw you a map.
You gonna draw me a treasure map?
All I can do is point you in the right direction, but,
Nope. You got words. Use them.
I kinda need to show you myself, you know?
Sorry, Finn. No dice.
Never even in the game, was I? I can't take it! I'm not supposed to be here! It's not supposed to go like this!
Finn! Stop it!
This is insane. Adam told me this wouldn't happen. He told me I'd be out by now. He promised!
Finn, listen to me. I will look into this, Adam Jones, what you're saying, but even if it's true, it might be a day late and $1 short. I'm sorry.
How'd it go?
How do you think?
I got a report back on Adam Jones. He was at Las Palmas same time as my client, but he died in the same fire that closed it for good.
Look, I know where you're going with this, and it's not gonna work. There's no way they're letting Finn out. It's too flimsy.
I know. That's not what I'm after.
Then why bring me out here?
If you tell the judge about Adam Jones, maybe he'll grant Finn a temporary release and help the cops track down Jones.
Lana, it's too late.
It could lead to an appeal.
All we're doing is delaying the inevitable.
Adam Jones is reasonable doubt, Felicity.
Not enough to overturn.
Finn is not a good man. But if he dies, and you didn't do everything in your power to make sure he is the trapper, could you live with yourself?
Lana, I'm sorry. It's thin soup. You're on your own here, so go to the judge and see what he says.
Please, Felicity.
I'll talk to the police about Adam Jones. Maybe they'll find something, I don't know. But that's all I can do.
Thank you.
Sounds like a load of fresh horse manure. Case is airtight. We caught him in the act, for Christ's sake. You want to tell me why, exactly, we should be listening to that scumbag?
I'm just doing my job, Detective Calvary. I try not to miss things that might be important. I know that's sort of a foreign concept around here.
I'm not gonna punch a DA. Not a lady one, at least.
Who exactly was Adam Jones? Did he come up at all during the investigation?
Uh-huh. There was an Adam Jones at the orphanage. But you know what? Sorry fucker was killed in the fire that shut the place down. So the story kind of ends there.
Finn's got impeccable timing. You don't think he's full of it?
I'm just covering every possibility. But yeah, I think he's lying. I just don't know how much. Finn tells me Raminsky had a secret room at the orphanage. Called it the playroom. It's where he held his extracurricular activities. Does that sound familiar?
I'd remember something like that. That didn't come out in the report.
I was wondering, Mr. Hillary, so when you analyzed the bodies of the Trapper's victims, did you find anything that might suggest there could be another suspect?
Gosh, that was 5 years ago. I don't think so.
So no reason to suspect anyone but Finn?
I do recall only, submitting a partial analysis of the evidence because Mr. Finn confessed, so it seemed open and shut.
So there was more evidence left to analyze?
Well, yeah, trace signatures.
Do you have access to all that data?
Now just hold on a goddamn second. This case is closed. Finn had motive. He went through hell at Las Palmas. He hated the police. We even found his hair at another crime scene.
The RV park, right? That was the social worker? And, Detective Marnie, would you mind walking me through that night again?
I'll walk you through it in 2 words. Missed opportunity. Could have had Finn in handcuffs right then and there.
I didn't ask for a running commentary, Calvary. I think the record is clear. Detective Marnie showed extreme bravery in a difficult situation. If you don't mind, I'd like to hear what happened from you. At least you were actually there.
Sure. Catherine Hope was a social worker at Las Palmas Orphanage. We didn't know Finn had her. We got a 10-8 at Hog Haven Trailer Park out by the highway. A break-in in progress. I was closest to the scene, so I went solo. Should have been a piece of cake, but that night everyone was on pins and needles because the Trapper was raising Cain. And any one of us could have been next.
Help me. Oh, shh.
Okay. Just keep quiet. Who did this to you?
I was in the bar. I don't know. I woke up here. Oh, God. Please, help me. Please. What's happening?
Okay, I'm gonna remove the timer.
Oh, God. Oh, my God, get me out of there.
Shh, calm down, please.
Hurry!
It wasn't the kind of thing I'm eager to repeat.
Finn must have seen you coming. Got out before finishing the job.
Yeah, split so quick he left his gear behind.
It was very brave of you to go in there alone.
I was, just doing my job.
And, how did you link Finn to the scene?
I discovered that Mr. Finn had left a hair at the scene. We ran the DNA through our criminal database, and he came up as the match.
He was already in the system.
Finn had been in and out of the station so many times he practically had a door with his name on it. When we got the tip that he'd been spotted at a squat, we just happened to be driving by.
Shit just seems to fall in your lap, Detective.
At least I caught him, dick.
Uh-oh. Mama Bear's got a temper. Watch out.
I'm sorry, Detective, but your attitude is not helping.
I'm sorry. Last I checked, this was my case. And I got my guy convicted. Who the fuck are you to question my competency?
I'm a district attorney. Are you finished?
The Trapper case shook everyone up. I think we've poured enough salt in all our own wounds for one night.
Sergeant.
I think that about covers it. Or anything else we can help you with?
Do you have Adam Jones's forensics records on file?
Well, not from his death.
Were there samples taken when he was placed in the orphanage?
Yes, most likely.
Would it be possible to pull those records and run them against evidence found at the Trapper's crime scene?
Are you shitting me? You're wasting the time of this entire division, you understand? I got a better idea. We let that psycho die on the table.
Calvary, stop. We'll have Mr. Hillary look into it. Let you know if we find anything.
Thank you.
Hey, Graves.
Yeah?
I just wanted to say that...
Calvary's a dick.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. You were really helpful. See you later, Detective Marnie. Huh. A rat trap. Target number 1, Rupert Walsh, local undertaker, drunk, no apparent connection to Las Palmas orphanage. After the murder, the Trapper rigged a shotgun to the motel door and the first responding officer was killed. Second target, Frederick LeMay, orderly at Las Palmas, drug charges, assaults, but no convictions. Trapper left his body in a pitch-black room and filled the light fixture with C4. First responding officer flipped the switch, and sayonara. Third target, Father Rominsky. The Trapper had sewn explosives inside his body, wired to blow if he moved a muscle. Left him sitting in a prayer position, and he was forced to confess his sins, namely the abuse he and his cronies conducted at the orphanage. The first responder was... it was Sergeant Teller. A theory. While the first target had no apparent connection to Las Palmas, all the responding officers were from the 3rd Precinct, including Detective Marnie. Were the initial victims just a smokescreen, and the real targets the 3rd Precinct police? Why would he target them? Contacts.
Who would you like to call?
Becky Marnie.
Calling Becky Marnie.
Hi, Detective Marnie. This is Felicity Graves.
Hi.
Hi, I'm so sorry for calling so late, but I've just been going over the case files and... Do you mind if I run a theory by you?
Sure. Hit me.
Well, I noticed that all of the first responders were from the 3rd Precinct, including yourself. And do you think it's possible that the real targets in each of the Trapper killings were actually the first responding officers?
I suppose it's possible.
Well, I'm not trying to accuse the cops of anything, and I know you were one of the responders, too. So that's kind of why I was wondering if there might be something there, some grudge. You knew the other cops, right? Do you know if there's any reason to think that Finn might have targeted them?
Honestly, I could think of a million reasons. I was in the 3rd precinct, sure, but I got out of there as soon as I could.
How do you mean?
Place was a hellhole, at least back then. Drugs, bribes, you name it. Those were not good guys.
Still?
A lot of it cleaned up pretty soon after the Trapper killings.
Interesting. Okay, well, thank you. You've been very helpful, Detective Marnie.
No problem. And call me Becky.
Thank you, Becky.
This is 125 at the 1016. Make an entry.
125 acknowledged. Caution advised.
This is the police. Anyone here? Oh, dear God. Sir, can you hear me?
Hey, what's going on?
Becky, it's...
What?
It's not good. The victim. It's one of us.
What? What happened?
We're still sorting through the mess, but a call came in, there was a body. Responder showed up. Body was rigged. It looks just like a Trapper murder.
Police? Who? How?
It's Calvary.
What? No, that doesn't... That's ridiculous.
I don't know all the details yet. We're still sorting through the mess. It's pretty rough in there.
Oh my God.
Excuse me, would you please stay clear of my working area? Thank you.
From what we can piece together, it looks like Calvary was, indulging in some private hospitality.
Hired hospitality?
Yep.
Track her down?
Just the manager's vague description, brunette, 20s.
Great.
Calvary's firearm was discharged, full clip. But the only blood in here is his own. And, Officer Montesino's.
The responder?
Calvary's body was rigged. With traps.
Fuck. That's a whole clip. If someone cut his throat from behind, then why would he fire this way? And if they did it from the front, why would he miss? Oh, God. It's really him.
Anything?
Nothing useful.
Becky, I tried to call you last night.
Yeah?
You didn't answer.
I didn't feel like talking.
Where were you?
I was home.
Alone?
Yeah. So?
You know how this looks, right?
What are you saying?
Everybody knows how you two felt about each other, Becky.
Jesus, Carl.
Just be careful. Becky, please.
Whatever you're thinking, stop.
I'm trying to help you.
Yes, I hated Calvary. I hated Calvary, but not like this.
Becky.
This is insane. This just makes things a million times worse. And you're not helping.
That's the end of part 1. Check the logbook, fix yourself a drink, and hit the box when you're ready to move on. And now, part 2 of Hidden Agenda.
Hey, Simon, how you holding up?
Hanging in there.
A lot of extra work whenever there's a freak on the loose, I guess.
Okay, guys, settle down. Listen up. Hey, listen up. We lost a cop today. Another one won't be returning to active duty. And it could have been even worse. I know it's going to be tough on all of us. No one here ever thought we'd see the day that Jack Calvary went down for the count. Well, let's be blunt, he wasn't the kind to catch his flies with sugar. But he was one of us. And this atrocity cannot stand.
And what about the bomb, sir? Was it intended to kill us?
We got lucky. The blast exploded outward from the bodies, so when Hillary moved Calvary, the bulk of the force hit the wall.
I'm grateful I still have my hands.
Yeah, me too. Montesino's not so lucky.
So you really think this is the Trapper?
Could be this Adam character. Could be the hooker. Until we have reason to believe otherwise, we are treating this as a Trapper copycat. It's entirely possible that Jonathan Finn is somehow pulling the strings from behind bars. We have District Attorney Felicity Graves here to help with the investigation. She is familiar with the Trapper's MO. She's here to help. Please extend her every courtesy. Detective Marnie, I'm gonna need you to look into Calvary's old Trapper case files. We're looking for links here, anything we could have missed.
Yeah, sure. Got it.
Okay, time to get moving. Just remember, Jack Calvary is watching from whatever shithole he ended up in. Let's do him proud.
Hi.
Miss Graves.
How you holding up?
It's tough losing one of the ranks. No matter how it goes down. But thank you for asking. Let you know if we find anything.
Look, when I saw Finn in the lockup, he did offer to help.
So?
Well, if Adam Jones is real, he might help us find him. Well, it's complicated. Need a judicial order to get him out of cold storage.
Yeah, wow. Good luck with that.
I'm gonna talk to the judge. If it's a real lead, we gotta check it out while we still have time.
He could be useful.
I hope so. I mean, I'll speak to Judge Vanstone. If he agrees, will you be on the detail?
Yeah, if I can get out of the dungeon. Do we have a problem?
What?
The fuck were you going on about this morning at the crime scene?
Becky.
Do you honestly think that I have something to do with this?
Not now, okay?
You're my partner. We gotta be honest with each other.
Look, everyone knows about what was going on between you and Calvary. You've got motive, so I'm just doing my job.
I thought that you would at least be on my side.
It's not about sides. It's better that it's me asking questions, okay? Some of these guys...
Yeah, right. I know how it looks. If Calvary had proven I lost evidence, I'd be screwed. So yeah, motive. It's too bad no one ever filed a complaint on him. And you know, this wasn't the first time he was with a hooker.
He was a grade A creep, but they're still gonna ask questions, and the more distance you have, the better. Why'd you think Sarge put you on file work?
I thought you were my partner.
I'm just making sure we got our story straight.
So, you don't believe me?
Of course I believe you.
Doesn't really sound like it.
Hey, that's not fair.
We have to trust each other.
Yeah, we do.
So, Jonathan Finn claims this Adam Jones is responsible for the 2012 Trapper killings.
That is what he claims.
And now the murder of Detective Jack Calvary.
Yeah.
Are you buying it?
The timing is certainly convenient, but I think he's telling the truth. Or at least some version of it. So far it adds up.
Has anyone spoken to Jones?
He's been presumed dead for years.
That's quite a stretch, don't you think? Well, even if Jones exists, how can you be sure Finn can track him down?
I'm not sure what the truth is, but I know it's out there and we need time to find it.
Apparently, you need to release a convicted serial killer to find it.
Just long enough to lead the police to Adam Jones.
You're full of surprises, Miss Graves. Well, if you were in my position, what would you do?
I think that he can help us. If you grant Finn a single-day release under armed guard, we may save an innocent man from wrongful execution.
I see. All right, Miss Graves. I'm going to grant Jonathan Finn a temporary release into police custody. But only for 3 hours, no more.
Thank you.
Adam Jones was definitely at Las Palmas, same time as Finn. Allegedly died in the fire that shut the place down. Now, according to Finn, Jones grew up to be the trapper, but how can that be possible? Doesn't make sense. LeMay, orderly at Las Palmas. In and out of the 3rd Precinct lockup for years, but known for his uncanny ability to avoid doing any real time. Seems likely that he knew people on the inside. If the 3rd Precinct cops were the trapper's targets, well, he connects both worlds. His brother, Vernon LeMay, works in sanitation downtown. I'm gonna pay him a visit. Like to have a little chat. This is 609 in pursuit of suspect. Party made foot bail.
Use your pointer to hit the target before the timer runs out.
Stay back. Back!
Mr. LeMay, listen to me. You don't want to do anything stupid, okay?
I don't gotta do anything.
No? I just want to talk to you.
What the hell you want to talk about?
Put the gun down. I just want to talk. Las Palmas Orphanage? I need your help. The sooner you cooperate, the sooner this little misunderstanding will be over.
Just stay back.
Okay. I'm just gonna drop my weapon. Okay? See? I only want to talk to you.
God damn it.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say
Can and will be used against me. Story of my life, lady.
Yeah, let's go. Ain't looking too good right now, Vernon. I guess low-life numbskull just runs in the family, huh?
What?
Quit dicking me around. This is about your brother. Adam Jones.
Ah.
What can you tell me?
Bro mentioned him once or twice. Said no matter how much he wailed on him, the kid would just look back at him with these big old dead eyes. Just taking it. Bro could do whatever he wanted, no matter how much the bastards complained. Cops weren't gonna touch their golden goose.
Why is that?
You know what? I think my mouth just got tired. I think it's time for my lawyer. I know my rights.
Dirty cops ain't news, LeMay. You ain't got shit.
Yeah, you gonna send me up the river? You better make a hell of a lot of extra room.
Why is that?
Because I'm taking half the police department with me.
Get this piece of shit out of here.
Is this scumbag telling the truth?
About his brother?
About the cops?
The whole 3rd precinct was dirtier than a truck stop toilet.
The, whole precinct?
Yeah, I kept my nose clean, but it wasn't easy. Sergeant Teller was my boss, for Christ's sake.
We have to tell someone about this.
No reason to dig up the dead just to drag them through the mud.
You're not wrong, but it doesn't feel right.
Sometimes you gotta break a few eggs, Carl. Marnie.
Well, I just came from Vanstone, and he's let Finn out under armed guard. Headed to a house at 22 Huffman Road. Meet you there?
Yeah.
Is everything okay?
I tried to question LeMay, but apparently he's just as slippery as his brother. Yeah, well, I'll see you at the house.
Do me a favor and just make sure he doesn't try anything.
Oh, he can certainly try. Don't get any ideas.
It's good to see you again.
How are your bracelets?
Well, I can't feel my fingers, if that's what you're asking. You gonna help me out or what?
Here.
Thanks.
So is this where Adam came after the orphanage?
This is where Adam grew up.
All clear. Couple squatter nests, but looks like they split.
All right, give us 5. Start the tour, boss.
Right this way. This room right in here. This is where Adam slept when he ran away.
Nobody's been here for years, Finn.
Well, I didn't say he'd be here to greet us.
So you're saying that this is his, not some squatters?
Squatters wouldn't dare.
What is all of this?
Adam's pop was a pest control man.
You don't say.
It was a pretty good one, too.
Traps. Of course.
The one thing Adam got from his dad was a knack for killing vermin.
Detective Marnie, Sarge says it's time to wrap it up.
We found something. Just need a couple more minutes.
How did Adam end up at the orphanage?
Well, Adam's pop would get so blasted he couldn't see a hole in a ladder. Beat his wife senseless if she gave him one crooked look. One night, she loaded up his double-aught, took his head clean off, right in front of Adam. Judge put her away for life. No parole, no visits from her kid. Guess it don't matter that if she hadn't picked up that shotgun, Pops would have killed them both sooner or later anyway. That's our justice system for you, right?
Murder's murder. It wasn't self-defense.
Maybe how you see it.
Doesn't mean she had the right to kill.
So yeah, Adam was shipped off to Las Palmas. Out of the frying pan into the fire, huh? You wouldn't believe what they did to us in there. Raminsky and that piece of shit orderly. And you know, we tried to fight him the way you're supposed to fight him. We called the cops. 3rd Precinct. And nobody did a goddamn thing. Not even our own social worker. So once Adam got out of that hellhole, he figured out his own way to make them all pay. Those cops? He knew their beat. He timed every murder to the minute. He knew exactly who'd get the call and exactly what was waiting for him. Cops failed. Parents failed. System failed. What would you do? You took out the people who hurt us.
If I've been hurt like Adam, yeah. I'd want them to pay.
Yeah? You know, I used to think maybe Adam's the only one who can see the world for what it truly is. See past all the bullshit. The evil deeds that lie in the hearts of men. But now I know only God has that gift. Thanks for hearing me out. After all this time, it's nice to tell my side of it.
Sure. Call anytime.
There is something else.
Yeah?
The hostage. When you picked me up. Daniela Cardenas. Well, Daniela and her sister Izzy were with us at Las Palmas. We went through the same shit. Izzy never got over it. OD'd a couple of years later. Adam knew that Daniela would do anything to see Raminsky pay.
Son of a bitch.
My God. The hostage was in on it.
This is Officer 609.
10-4.
We're gonna need an APB on a new suspect. Daniela Cardenas. I repeat, we need an immediate APB. Cardenas was not a hostage in the Trapper case. She was a co-conspirator.
Center copy.
I'm gonna call Simon Hillary. If Daniela's sister passed through the morgue, he might be able to take up the case. You gonna be all right?
Go.
Hey.
You still think I'm making all this up?
Less and less. But without proof that Adam's still running around.
I can get you proof.
No, you can't.
You're right. Not like this, I can't.
You're nuts.
Look, he's never gonna show his face while I'm on a leash. But on my own, I can draw him out, serve him right up on a silver platter.
Even if you're right, Judge Vanstone wouldn't go for it in a million years.
What if I were a wire? Then you could keep tabs on me.
No.
But it could work.
No. You're on death row. Did you forget that?
For crimes I didn't commit. Did you forget that? Look, there's, something I may have neglected to mention.
Oh, please, enlighten me.
Adam told me that if I were to ever find myself free of incarceration, he'd reach out immediately.
Is that so?
You could make it look like I overpowered you. No one would have to know.
I cannot believe you're actually proposing this.
Yes, you can, because you know it's the only way to catch him. Look at me. I could take you out in a second. Police would buy it. We can make it look real.
Prisoner 75422 is requested to be returned to custody immediately.
Stand by for confirmation.
How would you even find him?
I got strings I can pull. I can find him. You just gotta let me.
Do it.
Becky? Hey! Time to wrap it up. Becky. Oh, shit. We need help up here! Now!
The notorious serial killer known as the Trapper has escaped from prison just days before he was to face the final curtain for his crimes. Jonathan Finn was responsible for the deaths of numerous first responders during a reign of fear 5 years ago. Officials warn that Finn is dangerous and any sighting should be immediately reported to the authorities.
All right, I want to know what happened. I want to know now.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been in there alone with him. He overpowered me. I blew it.
Well, this is a goddamn mess, but we are gonna stay focused, and we are gonna get this son of a bitch back in custody. Carl, what's the status?
U.S. Marshals are initiating the manhunt as we speak.
Okay, get out there and help them. Anything they need. Becky, until we catch a break, I'm gonna need you working the case files.
Sir, I think I could be a lot more effective out in the field.
Becky, get back to the files. Finish the job. That's all. What the hell's going on with your partner?
Something's way off here. Doesn't add up.
You think she's hiding something?
I don't know.
Let's keep an eye on her, all right?
If these killings are connected to the Las Palmas orphanage, Father Rominsky is at the center of it. It's just too bad that the rest of the clergy took a vow of silence the minute things started to get hairy for him. But Finn told Felicity that Rominsky had some kind of secret room at the orphanage. Couldn't find any reference to this in the police records. I guess it's time for me to head over to Las Palmas and take another look. Hello? Hello? Hey! Hey, who's there? Freeze! Don't move! Stop! What? Damn it! No. No, 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 no. "8:23 p.m., revisiting the crime scene of Detective Jack Calvary's murder. Gonna have a closer look at the bedroom first. It's not that big of a place, but I always have to wonder if the forensic team missed something. Oh, bloody mess. Marks spread outward on the headboard from the origin of the blast. Hey. Now what is that? Son of a bitch. Gotcha. Okay, now this is just... Huh. Okay, now who's this? Oh my God. That's from the orphanage. Wow. Well, I never thought I'd say this, but thank God Calvary was one perverted piece of shit. This is huge.
I can explain.
Yeah, well, you damn well better.
I will. I will, just...
Could you start talking?
I needed to know.
Know what?
About you.
What were you trying to find out?
I know you and Calvary had issues.
It's putting it mildly.
That's exactly my point. The inquiry?
Jesus Christ. You too?
I have to look at this from every angle, Becky. You know that. Okay, if you wanted Calvary out, then you could have used Finn's confession to pin it on the Trapper. That's opportunity and motive.
You're right. And so is this
Oh my
right
God.
now.
Oh God, please. Please, Becky.
Felicity. Who am I? Who?
I'm sorry.
For you to think that I could do this.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's the end of part 2. Hit the box when you're ready to move on. And now, part 3 of Hidden Agenda.
You still think it's me?
Like, I have to be honest, but it does kind of look like you, and that's not going to help your case.
My case? You're the one who broke into a crime scene.
I think we're both guilty of that.
The guy on that video? In the hoodie? Same guy I chased earlier.
You sure?
Pretty sure.
Alright, so this hooker, she's working with the trapper. Why? She lures them and kills them and he sets up the trap?
The thing that I'm stuck on, where did the hooker go? She goes into the bathroom and the hoodie guy comes out. Thanks. And now Calvary is killed by a hooker. At least someone dressed like one. Maybe Finn's right. And Adam Jones is the one behind all this. But if he really is the one doing all this, where is he now?
You know what? It's pretty late.
Yeah.
My advice, sleep on it. Take all this to Sergeant in the morning.
All right. See ya. Hello?
I found Adam Jones.
Finn? Where are you?
I'm outside his house. I told you I'd find him. I'm outside his house right now.
Wait, where? In town?
Yeah.
Have you talked to him?
I followed him home. He didn't see me. Some woman left his place a little while ago. Now he's just in there by himself.
What's the address?
1712 Alameda Road.
This is Officer 609. I need to look up on a street address. 1712 Alameda Road.
One moment. 1712 Alameda is the home address of Simon Hillary.
Hey, Lana.
Check your email now.
What email? Oh.
Whoever did this makes a compelling argument Marnie killed Calvary. Well, more than just Calvary. Play the audio.
Cannot believe the mouth on this Marnie chick. We gotta be careful, or she'll blow this whole operation.
What'd she say?
Threatened me. Us. All of us.
She's out of control.
Someone's been holding on to that for years. Did you recognize the voices?
No. Should I?
It's been confirmed. They're two of the officers killed by the trapper.
Okay, we don't know if this is real.
Felicity, Finn is not the trapper. Someone on the inside's been pulling the strings this whole time. Detective Becky Marnie.
You're a hard one to track down, Daniela. You're in a lot of trouble, young lady.
Suck my nuts.
Finn's come clean. We know you weren't a real hostage back in 2012. Look, I get it. You and your sister went through hell. The cops did nothing. They failed you. And you wanted to make them pay. Adam Jones, right? He offered you a way to get back at them all.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do, and it's a felony. But help us out. Maybe we'll let bygones be bygones.
Sure. He's the one who set it up. He told me what he did to the fuckers who hurt me in Izzy, but I have no clue where he is now.
You haven't seen him at all since the arrest.
I saw him once. He didn't recognize me. He looked all different, but I recognized him. Can always tell from his creep-ass eyes. Even all cleaned up.
Cleaned up how?
I don't know, he's like a cop doctor or something.
Detective Carter, I need to speak with you.
We're right in the middle of something here.
Now.
Don't go anywhere.
There's been an abduction. Judge Vanstone. Witness says it was Becky Marnie who took him.
Judge Vanstone? Oh, fuck! Oh my god! Oh god!
What did she do to me? What did she put inside me, goddammit?
Judge Vanstone,
What is it?
It's the Trapper. You're rigged.
What? Oh, no. No.
It's probably an explosive and... Shit. Better figure this out.
Oh, God!
How's your head, Detective Marnie? They're coming for you. They know you did it. They know you killed everyone. There's no escape. You're the Trapper, Becky.
Why are you doing this? Tell me why. Haven't you fucked with me enough?
Please, Detective Marnie. So vain. I don't give a goddamn about you. Sorry. If you will notice, there is a small heartbeat tracker on Judge Vanstone's wrist. It is synchronized to a cell phone that I have surgically implanted into his stomach. The phone is just a timer, but every beat of his heart knocks another second off. The faster his heart races, the quicker the clock. Now, would you care to guess what happens when the numbers reach 0? Game over. For anyone in, say, a 100-foot radius, give or take, which will most likely include all the police who are swarming in to arrest you right now. Sometimes killing is the only option.
What?
You can try to run, but I can't promise you I'm not gonna pop that balloon a bit early. And there's enough explosives in there to level the whole floor.
Jesus Christ.
I left your firearm for a reason. Stop his heart. Stop the timer.
You can't be serious.
I can be whatever I want. You can be alive or you can be dead. That's your choice. And the clock's ticking.
So what did he say? Are you gonna get me out of this? Hey! Hey! Where are you going? Don't leave me! Please! Help!
can work through this thing together. But if you're in there, you need to step outside so we can take you down to the station. Becky? Fuck. Are you still there? You want to answer me?
Hi, you've reached Felicity Graves. Please leave a detailed message. If you're our client and this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911.
Hey. It's me. I was just calling... I was just calling to say that... Shit. I'm sorry, Felicity. I'm sorry. Bye.
Freeze! Freeze, goddammit, now!
I know how it looks. But I'm being set up. You have to trust me.
Drop it. Drop the gun.
Okay. Just deep breaths. Okay?
No, fuck deep breaths, Felicity. I'm being set up. And now they're gonna say I left the crime scene.
Listen, I'm gonna fight in your corner, you know that. But you gotta turn yourself in, okay? You know what? You just need to turn yourself in.
I am not going down for this.
Earlier today, Judge William Vanstone was kidnapped from his home and tragically murdered. Detective Becky Marney has fled the scene of the crime after resisting arrest. Officials have confirmed that Marney is considered a suspect in the slaying of fellow detective Jack Calvary. we've heard an unconfirmed report that Detective Becky Marnie may have aided in the escape of convicted serial killer Jonathan Finn. Jonathan Finn has been taken into custody and is reportedly cooperating with the investigation. Sources say he may have played a key role in identifying Hillary as a suspect. An investigation is ongoing. Sergeant Riggs made a brief statement to the press only moments ago.
Becky Marnie is currently still at large, but rest assured we will find her and bring her to justice.
I'm no jury. I don't have the right to convict, but did Detective Marnie have motive? Yeah. Did I trust her? Trust is a luxury I can't afford.
I already told you everything I know. Why don't you leave me alone? I didn't want any of this to happen. None of it's gonna bring my sister back. Do you understand?
Yeah, well, Marnie covered her tracks like a pro. She was on the force, so she knew exactly how we would think. There's just no way to know what really happened unless we catch her. And we will.
Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. I thought she was onto something. I don't think she's behind this. I trusted her. I trusted her.
You know where Marnie is now?
Hopefully somewhere very far away.